peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! That's pure gas, that's pure gas. No justice, no peace! It's in their eyes, it's in their eyes. It's got in their eyes. You need back up.
Just follow me.
Fall down on me. Let it fall down, fall on me.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl AshaKosh back with another video. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can support me. With that being said, let's get into the video. Friday night, I was a part of the Atlanta protest in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. We as in minorities and black people in the United States have been looked over. Our lives do not matter in the eyes of the government, the eyes of our president. It's very sad that I worry about going outside. I worry about my brothers going outside, my friends going outside, because at any moment we could be arrested and killed. If you guys haven't heard of Ahmaud, he is somebody, I live in Georgia right now, and he's somebody in Georgia that was killed by two white men while he was jogging in his neighborhood. I live in Georgia. If I was to be jogging in my neighborhood and to be killed, I jog in my neighborhood every single day. And the fact that I could be killed in my state and don't see justice for it is crazy to me. You know, Trayvon Martin was one of the first cases that I actually really paid attention to when I was coming of age, and really seeing how the government and how they just treat us in America. And after seeing that case go the way that case went, you guys already know, it was eye-opening to me. And then the fact that it keeps going on and on and on and on, and no results, nothing to help us. It's just really crazy. So I took it upon myself to go, with me and my friends, to go protest Friday because I'm tired. My friends, my family, we're tired. It's gone on too long. This cruelty, this hatred, this racism in America has gone on way too long. I wanted to come on here and give you guys basically a story time about my experience at the protests. I was there when they destroyed the whole downtown of Atlanta. Now, I do love my city. I love the city of Atlanta. I think it's one of the prettiest places you can go to. I don't condone that. I don't condone people looting and rioting black-owned businesses when those black-owned businesses are trying to get our people ahead. And I feel like, you know, Atlanta is a mecca of the culture and black success and, you know, that empowerment. But my thing is, property shouldn't weigh more than lives. And that's why we were protesting, for the lives that we're taking.
Guys, they're rioting. Oh, they just broke this whole building. They're breaking this building. We gotta go backwards. Oh my God. You see that? What are they? I can't. They're breaking the building right here.
But I just want to give you guys my insight of it, my one-on-one personal experience of being there. So I arrived around 7 o'clock. I actually, before I got there, I dropped my car off at Lenox because I wasn't thinking nobody's gonna go to Lenox. Everybody loves Lenox. So I dropped my car off at Lenox. Then my friend, I'm not gonna name her, not yet, because I don't know if she wants to be a part of this video. She picked me up. We went to to park in the city. Then while we were parked in the city, we walked, of course, to the protest. And as we were walking to the protest, it was around 7 o'clock. So there was protests before we came in the middle of the day. And basically, they had already set the one police car on fire. We continued to go there in cautious with our mask on, just, you know, because we still wanted to be a part of history and still wanted to support the cause and, you know, be out there because we're tired as well. So while we were out there, we had made signs and we were like, you know, holding our signs, yelling no justice, no peace. There was a whole bunch of cops trying to basically box us in so that they can like throw tear gas at us, and then we all like, you know, basically vanish. But there's a lot of people out there that were already known, like they already knew how protests went. So like they were like, you guys, like just cover make sure you're wearing masks, and like if you have goggles, put it on if you're gonna be in the front line. And like there was a whole bunch of medics out saying like, if you do get tear gas in your eyes, like go to this part of the place and we'll help you out. We have milk, we have everything. There was also people like telling us like, don't use water if you have tear gas, because if you do, it's oil based. And like basically there's a whole bunch of people trying to help us. And also while we were there, like there was like, I don't want to say, there were some white people out there at the protest, literally there just to start riots. I literally heard one of the ladies, a white woman there at the protest, say, let's riot because they won't know it's us. That's the culture in Atlanta, or the culture in America, that white people feel like since it's a party for them, they don't even care about the actual cause. There are certain white people that do care about the cause, but there are some out there literally just trying to start a riot, and it's retarded, and it's really like, you guys know the word I'm trying to use, but it's crazy to me. It's literally, I have speechless. And you guys, I wanted to beat her up. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to like go across her head, but I came there for non-violence protests. I wasn't trying to be a part of the looting or the rioting. I just came there to protest and be safe, because it was still coronavirus out. I didn't want to, I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing, I'm not bringing back to my family. I'm staying safe, wearing my sanitizer and all that, got my mask on. So I was just like, I'm gonna give that to God for that one. And then so after that, we're just still like hanging around, taking pictures. Everybody, there was a whole bunch of people with cameras documenting it, and like there was a whole bunch of people asking me, because I guess they like my signs, because like I had a sign this way and a sign that way. Basically they were like, can I take pictures of you and your sign? So I was taking a whole bunch of pictures. There was a lot of people, like news reporters. I was trying to be on the news, trying to like show that my sign, basically, we are powerful than the people in power. That's what my we are stronger than the people in power. That's what my sign said. And I just wanted to show that, just to get that message outside, that we can unite, and we can, really get this under control if we unite. It's all about unity. It's all about togetherness, because that's the only way that we're going to change anything. If we're all separately trying to get to a goal in different ways, I don't think we're going to get to that goal. I feel like we need to be together on one mission, and that's it only, Let's continue the story. So I'm out there, with my poster. I see one of my friends, I hug him like, be safe. They go away. He comes back, and he literally has a gash in his leg. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, I just like kicked in the door of CNN Center. I'm bleeding. Asha, can you help me? And me and my friends, we have book bags full of supplies like water bottles, towels, just stuff like we might need. So I literally got on my knees, and like he opened up his leg, and literally I could see the white meat. I was like so scared. I was like, oh my gosh. So I like put water on it, wrapped it with a t-shirt, and then while we were doing that, literally they're still throwing tear gas at us. So like I'm like trying to do that fast, but as soon as like I finished, we literally had to run away, because you guys, we don't want the tear gas in our eyes and stuff. So we ran away. Because we're not running all the way away. We're just running away for the tear gas to like go away, so that we can come back, continue to protest, because that's what everybody in the protest was doing. Like they'll throw tear gas. We'd be like, some people will get tear gas, and then people will just walk away from it and come back, because we were not going to give up on the fight. Like they thought like people were going to like stop protesting because they threw tear gas. And one thing that I don't stand for, while we were there was a National Guard officer, I don't even know what to call them, and literally pointing a gun at us, like literally watching us move, and like two of them, but there was just one like this. It was like the craziest experience of my life. You're pointing your gun at us. This is exactly the reason why we're out here. And there were some like cops outside of like in the protest that you clearly could tell that they didn't want to be there, but that's their job. They had to be there, because in Atlanta we have like okay policing. Like our police is, since it is like a majority black We have a black police chief. We have a black mayor. We have a lot of people that are black in the police force. We don't have a lot of the cruelty that we see in other parts of America. But again, the reason why we were protesting was a part of the whole system, the whole America in general, not just because of Atlanta and Georgia and the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But it was really sad and was moving. And I mean, we were crying. We were like, to see so many people in anger and frustrated at this situation was, I'm frustrated, you know, because I'm a black woman. I was raised in America. I'm a product of slavery. Like, my grandparents were slaves and their grandparents were slaves, and I don't know where my history goes back from because they took it away from me, you know. And the fact that they took it away from me, I will never know like what tribe exactly that I came from in Africa. I don't know that part of me, you know. I will never know it. All I know about my history is that we have to fight for our lives. Literally, that's all I know. You know, I've my mom, my dad, my brothers, my uncles, my aunties, my sisters, they're all black, you know.
Still out here. Still no peace. Still no justice. So we're out here.
So after we're protesting in the heart of Atlanta, we're just walking around Centennial Park. Like, we literally see in Centennial Park, there's literally a wall of fire.
Guys, look. Oh my God. There's a fire going on over there. Crazy. Oh, they really set this on fire. This whole place. People probably live in there. Y'all know that, right? It's a hotel. They set a hotel on fire.
And then we look to the CNN building. The whole like thing is graffiti saying F the police, F12, and like the glass everywhere. Glass on the streets, glass on the floors. There's glass on the Hall of Fame building because they destroyed the Hall of Fame building. But I feel like they destroyed it for a reason because, again, the Hall of Fame is an example of the United States using black people as entertainment. You like us, you love our culture, you love that we entertain you, but you don't love us. You don't love us because if you loved us, you wouldn't kill us. We all were made by the same God. Literally, we're all a part of God's creation. Why do this to somebody that literally God loves, you know? So while we're at the protest, like, we keep on getting protesters coming in our ears, like whispering, like, we're going to protest at Lenox at 11. We're going to protest at Lenox at 11. And I'm like, protest where? And we heard it a few times, but like at the first couple times we didn't like care for it because it's like, okay, we're gonna protest at 11. Like, we're there's a whole bunch of people here. We're protesting here now, so like I'm not trying to go to Lenox for when we're here, you know. And then like when I heard it again and I looked at the time and it was 10:30 and they said that they were protesting at 11, I was like, wait, my car is at Lenox. I need to get my ass to Lenox to get my car, because if they're gonna protest like they're protesting here, and if they if they were to destroy Lenox where my car can easily be destroyed because it's in the parking lot, so right in front of Lenox. So I literally, like, me and my friends, we literally hop in the car and try to go get to my car and breaking into freaking Lenox right now, y'all. The police officers, they already started barricading Lenox, so like I had to like basically ask the police to like get my car, and they were like, yeah, you can get it, but you can't drive into Lenox. Like, you have to walk into Lenox to get your car. So me and my friend, we walked to get my car, and as soon as like we start walking in to get my car, like another police officer comes to us with a like gun like this, like, where are you going? And I'm like, sir, I'm just trying to get my car. Like, these are my keys. Like, I'm just trying to get my car. Like, it's right there. I'll get my car and, you know, I'll go, you know. But I wasn't really going to go. I just wanted to, like, you know, try to go. So I get my car. I go. I park it somewhere else down the street in the city. Then me and my friends, we get back into that one car so we could just see, like, how, like, if there was going to be a protest or a riot or looting at Lenox. We just want to see how the scene was going. And literally, we drive the past the, like, the begin, like, there's, like, Lenox is like an L, or, like, it's a circle, like, the mall. So like there's a street like right here, and we were driving on this way, and then we turned, and while we're driving, there's people parking their cars. They're not even like trying to find a parking space, because there was zero parking at Lenox at this point, and they is trying to get in it, bro. In it. Look at these people. They literally parked. Oh wow. Oh, we doing a street party?
We are literally doing a street party. Look, everybody's trying to get in Lenox. Literally. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Y'all, it's crazy up here in Lenox. It's crazy. And they're just parking their car and literally just getting out their car and just walking. They're leaving their car out. Like, they didn't care. And it was just like, okay. And then you could, so while we're driving down, like, literally, I'm, like, trying to, like, tell people, like, you guys should not go to Lenox. Like, try to tell, because, you know, guys, I have a following, and especially a following in Atlanta because I live in Atlanta. So I'm just trying to tell my followers, like, you guys don't go into the city. Don't go to Lenox. Like, it's crazy out here because literally, I had the clip, but I deleted. I'm literally like, you guys don't come to Lenox. They have guns. Because, like, again, I went into Lenox to, like, get my car. So I already see hella people, like, hella officers with guns. So I'm like, y'all, it's, you know, it's not worth losing our lives to get to Lenox. Like, it's a mall. Like, you know. So as I'm saying that, you hear pew, 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 like, gunshots. Like, ba-da-da-da-da. And, like, people are running. Like, because there's people on the streets now. They don't care. Like, people are on the streets. And they're running. And we're like, what? We, like, turn around and we're trying to figure out what's shooting. We don't even know. And then we go down. And then we turn back up to go, like, again past Lenox. Because we were going, and, like, it just made no sense. So we turned around to get back to Lenox just to see what was going on. And literally, we get stuck right in front of Lenox. And we see people, like, breaking down the walls of Lenox and throwing the bricks to, like, the police officers, to the cops, to the fire department, just throwing rocks to the literally breaking up rocks from the thingy, and they're throwing it at the police over there. You guys, they're throwing rocks. Look at them throw rocks. Yo, we deadass just heard gunshots. Literally, I had it on tape, but I freaking deleted the clip on accident. But y'all, they're literally shooting at us. Just over to Lenox, like where my car was, they were throwing rocks. So I'm so glad, I'm so blessed that God let me get my car, because I'm pretty sure my car would be wrecked by now. And like, so we're in the middle, like, so basically there's a street. This is Lenox Road and, like, Lenox Mall, and, like, they're barricades, so they can't really get into Lenox. They're, like, on the wall to Lenox, right? And, like, on this side, like, it was so many, like, the people were getting out their cars, stopping their cars. So, like, we couldn't even go straight anymore. We were stuck. And on this side, there were still cars going this way. But since we were stuck right here, there was police officers and fire departments going on the other side. And people were, like, turning, and then now they're throwing it out on this side. So, like, literally we were in crossfire of basically rocks and the police officers, like, boom, boom, boom. Like, and then, like, throughout this whole process, fireworks are going off like crazy. Even during the first protest, there was fireworks going off like crazy, like boom, and they sound like bombs before you, like, until you see, like, you look up and you see, like, the, like, phew. So we're like, oh shit, you know, we're scared, like my friends are having panic attacks, like, we're literally in crossfires of we're literally watching people throw rocks at the fire department and breaking their windows. And then we finally see SWAT pull up, and I swear, it was like a movie, you guys. There was hella SWAT people coming out. We couldn't move. We were still stuck in this crossfire. We kept on hearing gunshots. And, like, finally, after maybe, like, 10, 20 minutes, like, people started moving, going, like, away from it, because it was, at this point, it was too crazy. And, like, me and my friends decided, like, for us, you know, as Black women, this is a little too much for us. Like, we don't need to be a part of this. This is not what we came here for, you know? So, like, we decided that we were going home. Their parents were blowing us up, like, you guys, like, please come home. Like, our parents were begging us, like, you guys, it's no point, like, it's getting dangerous. Like, you need to come home. Like, it's, you know, please come home. Please come home. So we're like, okay, we're just going to go home. Like, you know, we did the right way. You know, not the right. There's no right way because they're killing us. So there's no right way. But after that, I get to my house and, like, I literally get my parents are like, Asha, like, they got into Lenox. They looted Lenox. I'm like, how? Like, my first thought was, like, how? There's so many armed police. There was SWAT. There was, like, all these people. So how did they even get in? But apparently they did. You guys, you know, everybody knows. You go check the internet. They looted Lenox. It is, you know, they looted a lot of Black-owned businesses there. And that's basically the end of my protest day.
But my reason for telling this story was basically how my protest experience was in Atlanta, to remind you guys to be safe and don't ever stop fighting for what you believe in. Black Lives Matter. Justice is needing to be served. We need a new president. We need somebody that's here to change. We need to get together and fight for change. And we should not let this. It's gone too long. It's gone way too long. We need something. We need something new. And I don't know what that new is, but I know we need it. For my kids' sake. For your kids' sake. We need change. I also wanted to make this video for my followers that live out of the country, that don't know what's going on, and we're concerned, and to give you like a visual picture of like what it is. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We got this, you guys.
I have a great time with my life, and I want to share it. Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. It's something that truly exists in all of us.